Many of you who aren't brand new newbies know Dee Halstead. I think that Dee might be one of the few people in the district who surpasses me in number of different positions she's held, in number of different buildings and schools she's worked in during her time in Lansing School District. So she and I only worked together at Everett for a few brief months before she went on to a different position. And she and I worked together. Some of you will remember when I was the RTI coach here, she and I were both coaches there and attended a lot of training together. So what I wanted to say about Dee was that I always admired her passion for helping our students, particularly our at-risk students, her passion for teaching students literacy and reading skills, her willingness to have the tough conversations to push teachers to examine their practice and do the best they can to help students to the best of their ability. So Dee, I hope you'll watch this later. We just want to thank you for your years of service with Lansing School District.
Ooh, yeah, Dee. So when I thought about what in the world can I do for these guys that, you know, one doesn't require me spending any money on you, God forbid. And when something that I can do halfway, you know, halfway quickly. And I ran a game show during COVID on Facebook. I don't know how many episodes I did. I think I did 21 episodes of a weekly game show. And the winners of the game show received the following week, they received a rap from me. And I asked them questions, they gave me the answers, and then I used all of their answers to put the rap together. And so that's what I did. I asked the retirees all the same questions. They gave me some answers. And I finished writing them this morning. So there's been a lot of, you know, practice involved. So Dee, these are all the questions that I asked. Everybody's got the same questions. I asked Dee how many years she'd been in here, and she says 30 years in Lansing. I asked her her favorite thing about Everett. She said the staff. They always have been there for me, whether I'm in the building or somewhere else. The EV staff is the best. Let's go. I added the let's go part. I asked her for a color. She said purple, which turns out she's kind of crazy about purple, like really crazy about purple. I asked her for a vehicle. She said Equinox. 50% of the retirees said Equinox. I asked her for a celebrity. She said Tom Selleck. I asked her for a movie or book title. She gave me All Fudged Up, a Mystery on Mackinac Island by Nancy Coco. So that classic of Western literature. I asked her for a retirement plan. Oh, most people asked for a big and a small retirement plan. She gave me one retirement plan, which is to spend time with grandkids. I asked her for 3 rhyming words. She gave me sleep, peep, and deep. And also 50% of the retirees gave me peep. Adverbs, she gave me cheerfully and adventurously. And one more thing, I said, give me one more thing. And she said, I've missed my EV peeps over the last 3 years since I left. I wish you all the best. So that's what I had to start with. And this is what we got for Dee. Here we go, Dee. This one's for you, girl. This is not a beer. This is sparkling water. Time to get that bread. It's Dolores Halstead. You heard what I said. Dee Halstead. Her name is Dolores, but her peeps call her Dee. Not because of Seinfeld, because it's easy to say Dee, like Dee, can you do this for me? And Dee, can you do this other thing for me? Dee, you see, she's a teacher by trade, but now and again she was in charge of Band-Aids, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, making sure that the state said that we were gonna see another day, and pray that we were in compliance. Don't wanna know what you do, I assume it's slaying giants. 30 years in Lansing, gone in a snap. What made the journey great? The Everett staff, whether here or away. They always come through. A Viking for life, no matter what you do. Like his royal badness prince, D's a purple obsessive. Some might think it gets a little excessive. How far is too far? A pair of deep purple socks, an all purple house, a purple equinox. The only time that isn't purple is Fridays at 10. Then it's Blue Bloods with one of her men, Tom Selleck, the man with the rock in his stash. Magnum PEI in his Tiger's ball cap. I'ma ask you a question, and it may seem loco. Have you read All Fudged Up, A Mystery on Mackinac Island by Nancy Coco? It's time to get that bread. Dolores Halstead.
Give it
Do you
up.
hear what I said? It's Dolores Halstead. Now that this part of Dee's journey is complete, she's spending time with grandkids and going to sleep. Cheerfully, Dee stops and reflects. Adventurously, she's up for what's next. This was the time to bid Lansing goodbye and start the next phase, get a piece of that pie. So raise a glass to Dee and her pension checks. Raise a glass to us, cause Dee wishes us the best. Congratulations, Dee.
Thank
Happy
you.
retirement. I wish I could fade out or something, but it doesn't fade out. Woo! All right.